Hey guys, Dr. Jeff Ellery, Whole Body Health. I want to show you how to do a do-it-yourself disinfecting wipes. And so the ingredients you'll need some distilled white vinegar, alcohol, minimum is 70% alcohol. I also have 91% alcohol. When you go into the 90 range, you got to be careful because it's highly flammable. You want some kind of container to mix it in, a little bit of soap, and a roll of paper towels. You can also use flat towels, paper towels, or if you have old t-shirts or old rags, something that's lint-free, old socks, you can actually do the same thing with those and get them saturated, put them in a container. And the nice thing about those guys is that you can wash them and reuse them. So one of the really important things to be aware of is when you're trying to make your own wet wipes, there's certain chemicals that you don't want to mix. Pretty much the rule of thumb is you don't want to mix anything with bleach. Bleach goes by itself, so you can use diluted bleach to make your do-it-yourself wipes. I like using this stuff instead. When you start mixing bleach with other substances like alcohol or vinegar, it can make really dangerous substances. So if you want to learn more about that, I'll add a link below to the Reader's Digest website, and it'll show you which ones not to mix. So anyways, what we'll do is we'll get started. We're going to mix everything in my mason jar, and I'm going to start out with I'm going to say a cup, but I'm just going to kind of free pour like my wife does when she's measuring seasonings. So we're going to do about a cup of 70% alcohol. In the office, I would probably use the 91%, but I'm trying to save that right now. And so actually, look at this. It's got measures on the side. So we're going to do 1 cup of alcohol, and I'm making a little bit of a mess, so I'll clean that up. I'm disinfecting the surface, that's what I meant to say. And then after I do the alcohol, I'm going to use about 1/4 cup of vinegar. All right, so I added about 1 cup of water, 1/4 cup, a little bit more of vinegar, white vinegar, distilled white vinegar, and then just a little bit of spray or a pump full of soap just to give it a surfactant quality. I'm going to mix it up really good. You could also put on the lid. You could put on the lid of the container. That probably would have been better. And what I did before we started this is I cut the paper towel roll in half. And so I'm just going to use half. This will make 2 sets. And I'm going to take this half of paper towel and I'll put it in a container large enough to hold all of it. And I'm going to pour it over the top of the paper towel. And depending on the absorbency of the paper towel, you may need to do more. You can just kind of see, I may double that up, but it should soak into there really nicely. I'd need to double that up so I could really saturate it. And then you want to keep it in a closed container so the liquid doesn't evaporate. This is a really quality disinfecting wipe that you can use around the house, you can use around the office, you can use for your hands, for your kids. And like I said, it's super easy to make and very affordable, and especially in this time where we're having a really hard time making or finding these disinfecting wipes around. Remember, it's 1 cup of water, 1 cup of alcohol, either minimum 70% up to the 90% alcohol, and then 1/4 to 1/2 cup of vinegar, depending on the smell. The other thing I do is I'll add some drops of, usually I'm going to add a little bit of tea tree, probably about 10 drops of tea tree oil, and either lavender or peppermint, because I hate the smell of vinegar, so I want to try to cover that smell. So thanks for joining us, and have fun.